Hello everyone, this is Toby with Birdsong Studios. Thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. I greatly appreciate your time, your attention, and your openness to these messages. So in this reading we are going to be looking at messages around the full moon in Sagittarius, which occurs on June 3rd or 4th, depending upon where you are in the world. This reading will be for Libra. So, for those of you with Libra as your sun, moon, or rising sign, you may find messages in here that resonate for you around this time. Alright, we're going to start with the Life Soul Vision Oracle by Romy Wyser. We're going to be doing the light and shadow spread, so the Oracle here will provide the overall theme, and then we'll go into the tarot for more details. And for this full moon in Sagittarius, you know, Sagittarius is associated with exploration, adventure, wisdom. Sagittarians tend to be seekers of knowledge, and those who are very interested in the truth, and they're very forthright as well. So as we are coming off of the new moon in Taurus, you know, that was all around, as we talked about, it was very much in reference to our value and how we see ourselves, the self-worth and our beliefs and our thoughts and our actions around that, expression of that. And so with this full moon in Sagittarius coming up, it certainly feels like it is around, the themes are around our philosophy about ourselves and how we are coming to that point, and then what things may need to be released in order for that to blossom. And so we have equinox for you, Libra. Yeah, we were just talking about releasing, right? And the balanced release. Well, isn't that a perfect combination of talking about the release that may be needed around this time, and for the sign of Libra, which is symbolized by the scales. And Librans are known for, that energy is very much about fairness and justice and keeping things balanced or equal. I'm getting a sense of an equilibrium and equanimity as well. Very interesting. I'm really drawn to these flowers, really drawn to these flowers in the direction they're facing. And we have the full moon here on the card. It does feel like something that needs to be released has been growing, and under this full moon you're going to see the blossoming of it, and it allows you to see into the center of it. It reveals, I'm seeing like a flower opening, and the pollen that's inside it being released into the air. Oh, so Libra, this is more about, this feels for you more about releasing something that you have been working towards, something you've been nurturing, a seed that you've planted. It's time for that idea to then blossom, and by the significance of seeing the pollen being released out into the air is sharing it and spreading the joy and the blessings of it, I'm hearing, with others around you. It's about bringing that out into the public. So what is it that you have been working towards, Libra? What you've been nurturing, something that you've been growing kind of quietly. Look at all these blossoms. I think that it might be catching you by surprise and how quickly it's taking off. But it's time, and it's time for you to share what you've been working on. Very interesting, Libra. Okay, so we're going to go, as I mentioned, we're going to go to the tarot. We're going to look at the yin and yang aspects of this. We'll look at the light and the shadow. And then we'll go to external factors and key players. And for that, we're using the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. My guides drew me to this deck. I haven't used this deck for you guys in a while prior to this set of readings. And the reason I was drawn towards it was because of the dragon imagery, particularly in the aces, but in some of the other cards as well. And the dragon presence feels really strong at this time. So there is also an invitation there to speak with and work with your dragons. Okay, look at that, the crone. And the crone has come out for several other signs already. So this is your yin energy. Let's look at the yang, and then we'll put this together for you, Libra. I'm also really drawn to the number 18 on this equinox card. What's the date? The date today is the 2nd. It does feel like there's something around the 18th. Oh, well that will be the next new moon, won't it? Or it'll be right around there. And it'll be the new moon in Gemini. Interesting. So something, it may be that you are getting the first indications of this around this full moon in Sagittarius. And then, because new moons are when we set our intentions, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which Mercury is about communication. I'm getting a real sense that it'll be around that new moon in Gemini when you will feel will be time for you to set intentions around it and to begin to then communicate this, whatever it is you've been working on, to communicate this out into the world. Look at all the green here, Libra. Give me just a second. Let me look at, I feel that there's a real heart-opening aspect here with all this green. This may be what is keeping you kind of in this juggling energy that we have in the yang position with the 2 of Pentacles. Let's look at the light. Look at the green again. Lots of earth energy. Very interesting. Heaven and earth. Wow. Let's look at the shadow. Holy cow, so much. I would say if you are not getting out into nature, now is the time to do it. I feel like you're going to get wisdom from the crone here through the trees and the forests. And the 10 of Cups in the shadow. Okay. I'm going to pull one more for the crone because, and it may be that it's both, but I'm a little unclear as to whether this is from your guides or maybe an ancestor or an actual person. So I'm going to do one more for you, Libra, and let's see. This is your higher self. The crone is symbolic of the wisdom that is within your higher self. And I feel that integrity has come out a lot too. And this is, again, goes back to the philosophy of self. What is your truth? And I feel your truth, and maybe this is exactly what is blossoming at this time. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be anything tangible. It doesn't have to be a project, anything you're creating. It doesn't have to be, again, anything in the physical. It feels like your truth is what's blossoming at this time. And this is what needs to be spoken out and shared publicly, shared, expressed by you in whatever format that takes, just as we were talking about with the importance of Mercury coming in here with the new moon. Around the 18th or 19th is when it should happen, because it would be 14 days from the, 14 days from the 4th would be the 18th. And and this goes back to your integrity. I feel like you've been taking action from this place with the Two of Pentacles, and this is the Two of Earth, but it's corresponds to the Two of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And this is about juggling, about balancing again, but juggling in this aspect feels to me more out of balance. It feels like trying to keep things going. Whoops, trying to keep things going when I'm getting this image of someone choosing to keep juggling rather than just setting the balls down and taking a breather. But it's not that the rest is what's needed, it's stepping away from the juggling. And when you step away from the juggling, that allows you, the juggling is actually a bit of a mask for your truth. Okay, so I hope I'm making this clear. It's time to set that down. See how she's, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but see how she's, what she's juggling there, she's levitating almost. And this is that pause from the juggling. This is the action that needs to be taken, is to pause the juggling. She also is holding, and I've never noticed this before, she's holding her hands in a mudra. And I'm not sure it's no, it's this. I'm not sure what that corresponds to, but you may, if you look that mudra up, you may find with the two last fingers crossed over your palm towards your thumb, you may find that that is helpful in this. But it's a meditative state that she's almost in. She has put a pause on this juggling. The mask then is being removed, and then you're able to, this is the pause that's needed, the stopping of the juggling, to be able to receive, as in the yin aspect here, the wisdom from your higher self that is clarifying your truth. That is, I get this spotlight imagery, like pointing out to you with this scepter that she's holding, what is in alignment with your integrity, and what is in alignment then with your truth, and what you know to be true for yourself, what is most supportive of yourself. And in the light and the shadow aspects, we have this because in the shadow now we have the Ten of Cups, and this is emotional satisfaction. It is yeah, this balancing of emotion, emotional intelligence, satisfaction. There's another word I'm trying to think of and I can't think of it. But it's bliss and a peacefulness that goes with that. And it's in the shadow now. It needs to be revealed, and I think this is exactly what's going to be revealed when you put all of these other factors into play, and to take action from that point and begin expressing your truth. Again, what is the philosophy of you, Libra? And this connection, this heaven and earth connection, this is as above, so below, right? This is the oneness, the interconnectedness. We have all these animals indicated here, and we have a scroll with 3 coins. There's also, this is interesting, there's also a mathematical equation on here. That's so interesting. Huh. It's 572 plus 87, which equals 659. That's really interesting. I've never noticed that on this card. That number might be of importance to you. 572 plus 87. We have the owl here, we have the bear, we have the ram, we have the horse, and we have the wolf. And we have the dragon of earth. It's this recognition of our interconnectedness with nature, I keep going back to this number. This is fascinating to me. 659. If you add those up, it equals 22. Very interesting. Yeah, this, again, going out in nature, recognizing that you are a part of nature, this is going to help you release that which is keeping you in a state of juggling. I'm going to get another card for the heaven and earth because there's something else here that I'm not quite getting yet. So let me look for you, Libra. Let's see. What else do we need to know about heaven and earth? Look at all the green again. Look at all the green. 7. Balancing out your chakras. This is 7 of earth. Okay, well from this, oh, this is so interesting. Balancing of the elements, balancing of the chakras. I almost get a 7 of swords type energy from this. No, not swords, 7 of wands energy. 7 is the number of spirit, of spiritual development and growth, of self-reflection. And I feel like this is also definitely indicating, again, we talked about the mudras. There's a different mudra indicated in this card. See the fingertips together? And again, we have that meditative state. You are being highly encouraged to meditate and meditate in nature if at all possible. Even if it's in your backyard or your front yard or your neighborhood park, even for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be lengthy. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. But this is going to help align and open up your chakras. Remember how I talked about the heart chakra? With all this green here, that's really important. And that is highlighted here too. See how it's right? We have the snake indicating the kundalini energy. The solar plexus is encircled by the snake's tail. And the snake head is right at the heart chakra. That's a really beautiful card. We have fire energy there too. You're going to get a lot of clarity when you spend some time in nature meditating. And that's, I feel like this is what is being indicated here, that maybe just in the process of your daily life and also in the process of this juggling, you've moved away from that, I feel. And it's so evident here that in order to be able to access and release this 10 of Cups energy into your life out of the shadow, this has to happen. And you're being encouraged to do it at this time, and I think you're going to feel very strongly how important it is to do it this time. How about we put integrity down here? Okay. All right, so let's do... I'm looking at all the numbers too. 11, 7, 2, 10, 6, 18, 23. And then that, where'd it go? Oh, there it is, 659. Okay, So let's look at external factors for you, Libra. The Mother. There's a feminine figure that's very powerful, strongly around you. You have the Crone and the Mother. I feel like the Crone is indicative, again, of your higher self, though. Whether, you know, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. It's not gender specific. But it's that person who has that, it's that aspect of you, that energy that has great wisdom and knowledge. And then we have wisdom. Another card that's come out quite a bit in this set of readings so far. Choice. Ooh, we haven't seen that one yet. Okay. You have a choice to make this a new beginning. I think that there's going to be something... Okay, hang on. These are external factors. All right, let's look at key players and let's see if this... female energy comes out in the key players, because it almost, I'm getting this sense of you getting an offer somehow that leads to an well, needing to make a choice. So key players can sometimes be people, right? People around you that have influence or could potentially be an influence in some way to you at this time. It can also be like key factors internally for you as well. Okay. We have the Three of Earth. We have Desire, another 20 card. Didn't we have 20? No, I guess we didn't. And Perception. Yeah, I do feel like there is... well, we have choice. There's a choice that is going to need to be made. I feel as it, for some of you, it may be that it comes from a feminine figure, or divine feminine. And it's going to require you that you tap into this wisdom that we talked about with your higher self, that the Crone is here to offer you through meditation and through this grounding practice of being in touch with the earth and understanding your part in nature. That wisdom can then be brought forward to you and will allow you to make the choice that is best for you going forward. Now, with the key players, it is about how you're perceiving this information as well too. And will you be led by, see, I'm seeing Desire in this way almost like the devil type energy of being, of something that is an illusion in this case, because we have the Perception card here. So, are you going to be able to cut through to see the truth of something? And that truth may actually be your truth. So are you going to remove the mask? Look at the figure in the Perception card. Look at the mask she's wearing. So are you going to be able to remove that mask and see clearly what your truth is? Because that's what's going to help you make this choice. because then you'll be able to say, is it in alignment with my truth or not? Instead of being led by an illusion or behavioral patterns from your past, even from comfort zones. Yeah, because see, I'm also getting this sense, it's very interesting. This is not normally how I see this card. It just, the Three of Earth came out for another sign, and I did not see it this way. So this goes back to reading intuitively. But what I'm getting is that with this Three of Earth, it is it speaks back to the illusion aspect that I was talking about. See how the figure is planning something, and the squirrel is waiting. There are acorns there. But I almost feel like nothing is actually being planted, because I'm noticing the acorn in the other hand of this figure. So it's almost as if he's attempting to trick the squirrel into thinking that he's planting something, when in fact he's keeping it for himself. And so this may be something that's coming up in that choice, in the offer that we talked about. It's going to be important for you to use your discernment, and the way to ensure that you are doing just that is by being centered, being grounded, being in a moment of pause, allowing the mask to fall and really being able to express your truth. And this may be where this expression comes in. Being clear on making this choice and expressing what is in alignment with you and what is not. But it is time for that to be revealed by you. Okay, I am going to leave it there, Libra. Very interesting reading. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate your time, your attention, your openness to these messages. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. And please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. It really does help and assist me, and I greatly appreciate it. So, until next time, thank you.